Hey guys, Unfair here. Welcome back to another episode of Cutting Room Floor.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Just entered the lobby.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
Proudly headquartered here in the heart of Detroit.
Now you notice everything you can interact with is circled in orange. You can turn that off if you want to, and I did for my first playthrough of this game, but after a while it becomes a little bit annoying to hunt around for everything.
James Osterberg, please report to the Central Testing Center.
My God. Mr. Jensen, I didn't think you'd... Oh, wow. I guess you hear about the break-in. Did you need directions or something?
It hasn't been that long, Cindy. I may not look the same, but my memory's pretty intact.
Oh, I didn't mean... I mean, of course, your memory's fine, sir. It's just that well, things have been switched around a lot ever since the... Well, since the...
Ever since the first attack?
Yes, sir. The lab floors were pretty much demolished. We're rebuilding them, but most of our researchers are working off-site now. Everyone else has been shuffled around, so if you need help finding someone...
I like her. Jensen should be less of an ass to her.
You said everyone's been moved around?
Almost everyone. Who were you looking for?
Has my office been moved?
No, sir. You still have that great view of the lobby. Mr. Pritchard wanted it, but Mrs. Margulis put a stop to that. Up 2 floors and make a right.
That sounds like Pritchard trying to steal our office.
Thanks.
That's what I'm here for. Anything else, sir?
Where's the tech lab?
It's not really a lab, sir. It's more of an office with a lot of computer equipment shoved in it. Mr. Pritchard complains about it all the time. Go up the stairs behind me and take a right. You'll find it near the end of the hall.
I'll find my way.
If you say so. It's good to have you back, sir.
I think they did a pretty good job with that, giving you directions to where you need to go and stuff. The way the cutscenes pan to all the different areas.
Why is David keeping the SWAT team from going in right away?
Plus, of course, you have your normal checkpoint. I believe you can turn those off too if you want to.
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Yeah, nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might still. Looks like your left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because CRF is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
If you got a problem with me, Pritchard, why don't you just say it and get it over with?
Why no, Jensen? I don't have a problem with you. If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself. That's gotta be a first.
I'm the one who told CRF we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Not you, Jensen. I wanted Dynacore, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but CRF wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
I suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close the two of you were. And let's face it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican town. No one was about to hire you.
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis. They only confuse you.
The point is, if CRF had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love her, always did have CRF's ear.
CRF's ear is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
Point taken.
So the stuff you just reeled off at the beginning of that conversation is basically this dot in the middle of our screen is green when we're over somebody friendly, red if we're not, and our health recharges if we don't take damage for a certain amount of time. So they put a lot of amazing details into this game. There's not so much dialogue as the first one, but they did a great job with the graphics and the overall style of it, I think. Roomba of the future. So anyway, I won't spend a ton of time exploring around. I'm not going to pull a Jesse Cox or anything on you guys.
Adam, how close are you to the helipad?
Almost there.
Good. Because SWAT's about to turn this into a PR nightmare. Meet me in the chopper. I'll brief you as we go.
And one thing I should mention before I start this, you can actually take too long. And if you look around the building for, say, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that, the hostages will actually die while they're waiting for you to come board the chopper.
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you... 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Only one way to find out.
Roger that. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. CRF wants you to go in first. You all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
I'm ready.
Let's get
Great.
it on.
Then let's get airborne.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
Now, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right. So how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
I'm not about to take any chances.
Lethal it is. But remember, they do have hostages, and I'd hate to see any of our people get caught in the crossfire. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways, but the labs themselves are pretty open, high ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance, or up close?
And I prefer the combat rifle.
Give me something with distance. If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
So I'm going to have a sniper rifle and a shotgun. The shotgun is pretty much useless, in my opinion.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
I've never been a fan of up-close and personal gun combat in a game like this. And this game, for some reason, does not have any melee weapons.
Jesus, finally! What's your boss hiding in that plant that's worth putting your own people's lives at stake, huh?
You ready to go in? Good. Seen a few of them coming out for a smoke every now and again, so be careful.
And this is a protein bar. See those batteries up on the left-hand side? It recharges those. They're what we use for our melee attack.
Tell me you're the guy we've been twiddling our thumbs waiting for.
SI Security. Name's Jensen.
Jensen. Yeah. I thought I recognized you. Used to be on Team 2 till that Mexican town thing went down. I gotta say, you're the last person I pictured taking orders from a CEO.
Things change.
Not always for the better. Feel like getting in there and doing whatever it is your boss wants you to do? Because maybe then we can do our job.
We've got people inside. Any idea where I should look for them?
Yeah. Your plant manager, Josie Thorpe, managed to slip a call out before someone snatched her cell. She said the hostages are being held in an office near the assembly labs.
Makes sense. The workers were setting up for a production run, so they'd have been concentrated there.
You know more about that than I would. Anything else?
I got it from here. Sit tight. Wait for CRF's signal.
Like we got a choice.
He has a little bit more dialogue, but none of it's really interesting or relevant.
Jensen, it's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis? The hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
And that's the way we're gonna go. No reason to get in a really big fight.
Everything seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign of anyone.
So this is the only melee attack you have in the game. You have to run up and press Q, and it uses one of those batteries on the top left. And you usually want to hide the bodies if you can, because guards patrol around, so they'll spot each other and sound an alarm. Now, there's two different ways you can go. You can go in that door there and sneak around the side. Or you can go up here, which is what we're going to do. And it's kind of silly that they don't see you running up here. They're standing right there. There's 3 or 4 of them down there. But the way we're going, we don't have to fight any of them at all. So yeah, with these orange highlights on objects, if you get rid of them, like turn them off, objects don't have any highlighting at all. Like the previous game had kind of a white highlight if you got really close to something and pointed directly at it. This game does not have that. So if you turn it off, it's really a pain in the butt to try and search around for the things that are interactable. And you can miss some fairly obvious objects pretty easily.
Pritchard, I'm in.
Nicely done, Jensen. May I ask how?
A vent on the roof. It'll be in my report next time we discuss security loopholes.
Oh, goody. I'll be sure to take notes. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
So we're gonna go with the sniper rifle for this. And you can quick save in this game. It's F5 to save and F8 to load. This part would usually be a little bit more difficult because you usually don't have a sniper rifle during this section. We have it, we might as well use it. And that should take care of all those guys. Obviously, I'm more of a fan of the lethal approach. And if you tap E twice, you just loot everything on the body, which is pretty nice. And there, as you can see, there's a bunch of different ways to get to this objective again. Come down through the bottom there, or you can come across the walkway on the top. And on the mini-map you can see the guys, they're those white spots on the map, the white triangles.
Anybody see D-Rad? Probably smoking a cigarette. Why? He shouldn't be wandering off like that. Zeke wants us all on full alert.
What for? The popos ain't coming in here. Not while we's holding all the cards.
No shit. You see Zeke when that Hansel ever sneaked us? Never seen no one twitch that fast. He's gonna get us out of this.
Not if those popos catch us blazing. So split up.
Someone over there.
I know they don't tell you anything. You don't know anything. How are you supposed to know that this?
See if we can get this guy to come through. Go the silent approach with these guys, at least at first. And I'm gonna eat one of these candy bars, which should give me another battery back again. Alright, we're golden here.
Jensen, I just tried to unlock the assembly lab door, but my override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocols.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
Apparently a metal detector there. This is kind of a tutorial on the hacking. Basically we have to get from here, which is our starting point, along the path to our final destination. This is where the trace will come from if we get caught. And you can actually capture the red one as well.
Access granted.
So now that we hacked that, we can go through here. They basically do this when they want to load a new section of the game. They make you actually wait. It's supposed to be sterilizing you or something like that. But it's just basically a gimmick. We're gonna head through the vents here. And up onto the catwalk.
No one here.
There are a bunch of guys down there. And I'd rather not bother taking them all out right now. This should get us directly to the objective we're going to. Which is rescuing all those hostages.
Help! Some please! Help!
Save us! Do something! Get us out of here!
We're gonna hack this bomb here and disable it.
Where's the bomb squad?
Quiet down, sir. Let me do my job. So as you can see, these are one-way routes here. You can't go the other way. So we're gonna have to go down here and up that way.
Save us!
Where's the bomb squad?
Do something! Save us!
I don't want to die.
Do something!
Hurry!
And as you can see, you can't capture that red one since it has a one-way in front of it.
Access granted.
I don't want to die.
What are you doing?
Automated dispersal device deactivated. Countdown terminated. Have a nice day.
Pritchard, get word to CRF. I found the hostages.
I'm relaying good news, I hope.
They're safe, and they're staying put. SWAT will have to exfil them as soon as I've got the prototype.
I'll tell Sarif, but don't take too long.
You can actually shoot these canisters too if you want to, but obviously make noise if you do that.
Listen up. I need you all to stay calm, keep your voices down, and wait here for SWAT. The plant's not clear yet.
Not clear, but those terrorists, they've got my wife.
Your wife?
She's the manager here. Josie Thorpe. They said they needed her to open the administration building. They were looking for evidence of some kind. Please, I haven't seen her since. You have to find her.
I'll do my best. But right now, I need you all to stay here and wait for the police. Can you do that?
Yes, of course. But please, hurry.
You said they were looking for evidence? What kind of evidence?
I don't know. They're purists. They think the body is sacred and shouldn't be tampered with. They probably want something that will implicate us in moral wrongdoings.
Did they know about the typhoon?
It's a top secret contract. How could they? And we only moved it in a few hours ago. Please, I don't think they expected anyone would be working today. And now that they're backed into a corner, you have to find my wife, please.
Yeah, you only moved the typhoon in a couple hours ago. That's suspicious. Alright. So we have a few guys downstairs here. We need to head down to the basement section. Avoid that camera there. There's a guy. That's no good. Sometimes you just have to sit there and wait for him. Once that camera turns around, I'll smack that guy in the face.
What the fuck is that?
There we go. Drag him away. We don't want to leave him right in front of the camera there. That should be good enough to take care of him. Another camera down there.
To make them feel comfy?
Smart. Let's just wait for Zeke's orders.
All I'm saying is I ain't trying to shoot up anyone who ain't aiming at me. You hear?
With those hearings permanently on hold, many are now wondering if something else may be going on. Is David Sarah hiding something?
Alright, let's get out of here. They give us plenty of time in the beginning here, even if we get caught. It does reinforce it if it gets captured before you get to it.
Access granted.
But if you have that much time, it's no big deal. Another loading section here. Luckily, this doesn't happen too often in the game. I'm not sure why they do it so much in this beginning area.
I don't know about the hacker dude. He seems off.
Yeah, it feels weird to leave him there alone. Like, what's he looking for?
Proof that these fuckers are lying to us, I guess. Just like Zeke said.
I hope Zeke knows what he's doing.
Me too, man. Me too.
Wait a sec. What was that?
Let's skirt around these guys. Get to the other side of the room.
Yo! If you're here, you better come out.
Gee.
Who's over there?
Oh, they saw us. Make a run for it here. Only got 10 health left. Give that a sec to recharge a little bit. There we go. Should be good enough. It'll go back up to 100 in no time. Now, this is the first Praxis kit we get throughout the game. And we can install that in here. There's a whole bunch of different upgrades we can get. First one I want is a conversation. Here's the Typhoon I was talking about earlier. You know, that thing that exploded into a bunch of ball bearings? Yeah, so there's a bunch of hacking upgrades, and those are kind of necessary. The Social Enhancer is the one that I want. And that one actually has a 2 activation costs, so we don't have enough for that yet. We do have 2300 XP, and next Praxis is in 26. So, we'll wait just a little bit longer for that. That'll be a little bit important later in the game. It makes our lives a little bit easier. And it gives us extra dialogue options when we're talking to certain people. Totally avoided this turret here.
Step away from the console. Now! me! Son of a bitch.
Those would be brains.
Pritchard, you still there?
Where else would I be?
Patch me to CRF, now.
Adam, it's David. You got the Typhoon?
Yeah, but you were right about there being something more behind this. Because I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him. We'll need an expert to recover his neural hub, in case it's booby-trapped.
Copy that. What about Sanders?
SWAT's pressure me to let them off the leash. Find him before they do, and deal with them.